ni look abli eh.
Kailan na? Wala na. Checkpoint for messages.
Kaya po tang get started.
Stop na.
No. Muna mag-slow niya. Get started. Ako yung slow kon.
Oh.
Android will resume when
Okay.
car is parked. Already parked po. Undahan po.
So, i-park pa din siya. Ano na?
No, kung exit ko, mawa man siya.
Ay, exit.
Kung may option, exit man.
Wala pa rin siyang i-park. Ano lang na ikunik ko. Wala pa rin exit na siya. I-park na siya. Exit na ka.
Ito yung mga phone din ha.
This is NBC.
Sabay mo po ano.
From the National News
Sabay po ano mo din ha. Wala man na
Bounties are reassessing toxic
Wait, did I
smoke and gas hazards on an hourly basis that are preventing rescuers from accessing the burned-out village of Lytton, BC. But police are working to reunify families before
Diba naman
launching
ay
any
Google
missing
unta di
person
ana.
investigations. Across BC, more
Automatic
than
lang. Ay,
1,300
kaya na
homes are under evacuation orders and about 950 others on alert. The Lytton Creek wildfire is still out of control and it's about 68 square kilometers in size. The cleanup is continuing after a derailment in central Alberta. Officials say it happened Friday near the town of Black Falls, north of Red Deer, and involved a train hauling so-called tar sand. The extent of the spill is unclear, but there are no reports of any injuries or fires. Traffic in the area is being
Searching for a
rerouted and
phone,
police are
Magani.
asking people to avoid the area. The Montreal Canadiens played their first home game in a Stanley Cup Final Series since 1993 last night. Neil Ehrlich says he remembers the Canadiens' 1993 season.
Hey, Gogo.
Ayan, nag-google.
Ang kunik lagi kawa ni wifi.
I-connect ng wifi.
Saan pag kunik aning wifi?
Kita ka spot niya.
Di na.
Sana na yung spot.
The Canadiens lost to the Lightning
Gani
6-3
ako ang
and now
maisutin ha.
tail in the series 3 games to
Phone.
none. Police in Massachusetts are trying to negotiate the surrender of a group of heavily armed men along the Interstate 95.
At about 1:30 in the morning, a state trooper spotted as many as 10 people along the side of a highway refueling their cars.
They were clad in what I would describe as tactical military-style uniforms.
Massachusetts State Police Colonel Christopher Mason said they were armed with pistols and long guns.
At some point during this interaction, a number of those individuals alight into the wood line with their firearms.
They're from a group calling itself Moorish American Arms, and police said they were on their way to Maine for training. Aaron Katersky, ABC News, New York.
The mayor of Miami-Dade has signed an emergency order to demolish the remaining part of a collapsed condo building in South Florida. But reporter Trevor Holt says it will take some time before the remains of the Champlain Tower South are brought down.
The Miami-Dade County Mayor says she's been asked repeatedly if it would be possible to bring down what's left of this structure before Hurricane Elsa potentially makes its way through this area. She says the answer is no, that it will likely take weeks to safely complete this demolition.
Miami-Dade mayor says 2 more bodies have been recovered from the collapsed condo
Ano
building.
yung ilang apple?
The
Kaya
death
na
toll
din
to
na.
24. And 10 people, including a once powerful cardinal, have been indicted by a Vatican judge on charges including embezzlement, abuse of office, extortion, and fraud in connection with a €350 million London real estate investment. Vatican prosecutors accuse the main suspects of bilking millions of euros from the Holy See in fees and other losses related to financial investments, large largely funded by donations to the Pope for charity work. The scandal has resulted in a sharp reduction in donations and prompted Pope Francis to strip the office of its ability to manage the money. In sports, the Montreal Canadiens dream of hoisting the Stanley Cup for a 25th time to close out an improbable playoff run in the season like no other is on life support. And the Tampa Bay Lightning are now one victory away from sipping out of hockey's holy grail for the second time in just over 10 months. The Canadiens host Game 4 on Monday.
Unsa gani ako ang
Felix Auger-Aliassime faces Australia's Nick Kyrgios in a third-round match
Samsung
today at
ako
Wimbledon.
Galaxy.
The Montreal
Dili
have
naman
won
ni
the only other meeting between the two at the 2019 Queen's Club Wimbledon warm-up event. Auger-Aliassime has never reached the fourth round at the grass court
It's
Grand Slam.
9.
Having overcome historic rival Germany in the last 16, England is facing Ukraine today in Rome for a spot in the European Championship semi-final. The Italian government has explicitly warned Britain-based England fans to stay away from the game unless they can prove they have observed 5 days of quarantine since arriving. And a woeful start to the MLS season, Toronto FC says it has drawn a line in the sand going into today's game at DC United. Toronto is mired in a 5-game losing streak and is winless in 6. From the Canadian Press, I'm Nicole Reese.
Market Tire, passenger, commercial, and ag. Market Tire, full automotive service and tires.
Hi, I'm Brent from Market Tire. People trust their vehicles to us because they know we believe in the integrity of our fast, reliable, and expert service. Whether it's brakes, alignments, shocks and struts, or oil changes. If it's on your vehicle, we'll fix it and get you back on the road.
Market
Saluyo man ka
Tire, more
ng
than just
Burnwood.
tires. Serving you in Prince Albert and Nipawin. MarketTire.ca.
NBC Radio Bingo this Sunday at
14
7 p.m.
minutes na
The
lang.
accumulator jackpot on the 3 $5,000 in 54 numbers. On the single bonanza, the accumulator jackpot $3,000 in 51 numbers. NBC Radio Bingo Sunday night at 7. For everything NBC Bingo, go to NBCRadio.com, then click Radio Bingo. Lottery license number MB20-0020.
Wouldn't it be nice to reopen Saskatchewan and lift these COVID-19 restrictions? Meadow Lake Tribal Council's vaccination team is working diligently to vaccinate MLTC community members. The COVID-19 vaccine is safe and effective against variants. We can reach the 70% vaccine target rate and lift the restriction. The road to the end of this pandemic runs right through the vaccination clinics. MLTC members are encouraged to contact their local health center and make a vaccination appointment. We can create a circle of protection for our loved ones and our communities.
Is this the sound of a car being driven by an impaired driver? You don't know. The police don't know. Until this happens. At Mad Canada, we work to stop road crashes caused by impaired driving. And when tragedy strikes, we work to comfort and assist the victims. Support Mad Canada's work because the pain never stops. Mad Canada, helping the victim, stopping the crime.
NBC weather forecasts. North Central region, including the Ronge, Northeast region, including Pelican Arrow, Sandy Bay, Cumberland House, Creighton, the Northwest region, Laval, Buffalo Narrows, Longcross, and the Lodge. Good chance of showers for today with a risk of thunderstorms, hazy, and a high of 32. Tonight, still that good chance of showers, risk of thunderstorm, low 17. Tomorrow, 60% chance of showers, risk of thunderstorm, high 9.